Hello everybody, welcome to this week's Wisdom Wednesday. My name is Kristen Gear. I am the Director of Operations for BNI Arizona, and each week I provide you with a weekly education nugget called Wisdom Wednesday that counts as one chapter education unit for watching. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's edition. Super excited to have you all viewing in. Just a note guys, so I was able to update all of the past Wisdom Wednesday videos since 2018. So if you are looking on this page for older videos, if you want to catch up on maybe some of the videos that you have missed in the past, they are all now on the YouTube page because after June 15th, they were going to disappear. So I was able to move all of the videos to our YouTube page. So last week's video was from our YouTube page, but if you haven't connected yet to that YouTube page, I will make sure to include the link in the details in this post as soon as this video is done, so that way you guys have it. Because what I'm going to be doing every week, I'll come to you live on this page, and then I will automatically download the video to the YouTube page. So if you want to easily share the video with your chapter members, you'll be able to share the YouTube link for that week's Wisdom Wednesday, especially for those that aren't on Facebook. I've been getting that question a lot, and now that Facebook won't save live videos past 30 days, well, here we go. We're going to create them live on this page, and then I'm going to automatically, right after this video is done, upload it onto the YouTube page so that way it's easily accessible there as well. So if you're looking for old videos, all of them are moved to the YouTube page. I deleted them off of this page so that way everyone knows to migrate that way. They've all been uploaded. So appreciate you guys tuning in. So an upcoming event that's coming up that I'm going to be sending you guys more details on. I haven't sent it to all members, so you guys are hearing it first. But BNI is going to be helping promote all of our amazing nonprofits by partnering with the Arizona Rattlers. Nate, who is a member of the BNI Arrowhead Legends chapter from the Arizona Rattlers, we're working with him to on an event for June 12th. So it's going to be Saturday, June 12th. I'll be sending out the links for that event. Oh, not June 12th, June 14th. I just looked at the calendar. The 12th is a Thursday, so it's June 14th. It's a Saturday night game with the Arizona Rattlers. It's an indoor football game. So what we're going to be doing is we'll be sending out a link for ticket sales if you're interested in attending, and a portion of those ticket sales are going to be donated to our amazing nonprofits around town. So I've already emailed all of the nonprofits to see if they'd love to participate in the event because I want to get their buy-in first. And what you can do is if you're interested in attending that event, you can just click on the link that I'll send out for the ticket sales, and then you can choose which nonprofit a portion of those ticket sales will go towards. And there's going to be a lot of prizes for most ticket sales for specific nonprofits, all of that fun stuff. So you don't want to miss the BNI Day for the BNI Arizona Rattlers on Saturday, June 14th. It's going to be a ton of fun, and we're looking forward to seeing a lot of you there. And it's not just open for BNI members. You can spread the link to as many people as you want. Friends, family, coworkers. The tickets are very reasonably priced. So there is a budget for everybody when it comes to tickets. So totally up to you. It's not just one specific type of ticket that you need to purchase. There's all different options, so many different options. But when you click on the link, you'll be able to choose which nonprofit that you would love to support. And I think this is going to be great. It's going to be great. I know that several nonprofits around the valley have also partnered with the Arizona Rattlers for different games as well. So you may see different dates floating around that different nonprofits are partnering with the Arizona Rattlers on. And it's always a fun time. If you've never been to one of their games, it is very entertaining. So I highly recommend, if you've never been to an Arizona Rattler game, you definitely want to check it out. At least once. Even if you're not a sports fan, it's so entertaining. So today's video, guys, I want to talk to you about the one-to-one planner. Did you know that there is a whole slew of resources that are available to help you make your one-to-ones more effective and efficient when it comes to building relationships with your fellow members. Whether you're meeting for a one-to-one with a member of your chapter or another chapter, the one-to-one planner is a perfect guide to utilize these tools to really dive deeper about each other's business as you're going through information. Now, this one-to-one planner, I will upload the documents on this Facebook page so that way you have all of the information. But it's all in the chapter. It's in the Member Success Program guide, and it's in our Member Success Program 2.0 in BNI Business Builder. But it's a whole planning guide. So I'm going to go through and just walk through some of these documents, because if you're not already using them, I would highly recommend to start, because it's going to be a perfect opportunity for members to learn more about you and the other way around. So in this planning guide, the very first one is the bio sheet. So pretty easy to fill out your bio sheet, right? Now, the bio sheet information is also available to fill out in BNI Connect, and leadership team members can also access that bio if you have it filled out, to where they can use that information to introduce you for your feature presentation. So if you haven't been in your profile in a while and filled out all of the different tabs that are available, I highly recommend to go in there. And even if you go into BNI Connect, it's actually going to give you a percentage of completion on your profile. So let's see how high you can get that completion done with filling out as much information as you can about your business. It'll help increase your visibility, especially online, if other BNI members are searching your business. The next one is the GAINS worksheet. So GAINS stands for Goals, Accomplishments, Interests, Networks, and Skills. This is a perfect opportunity to learn both personally and professionally about your members. So talk about what goals you have. Don't just say, my goal is to grow my business. That's pretty given, right? So you want to be as specific as possible, especially with the goals. Because when you're creating goals for your business or personally, when you're specific in sharing them, you'd be amazed at how many times you're going to reach and exceed those goals when, one, you write them down, and two, you share them with others. So make sure you're sharing that information during every one-to-one. Going over accomplishments, again, both personally and professionally, because you never know where you might find some common ground with some fellow members. And then you could get together for some activities outside of the business world, which is even better, right? So go through your GAINS exchange. That's also in your BNI profile, is the GAINS. So make sure to fill that out. The next one is the Contact Sphere Planning Worksheet. Now, contact spheres are going to be professions that have the same target market but don't overlap with one another when it comes to their profession that they represent. So on this Contact Sphere Planning Worksheet, you're going to actually go through and list who your contact sphere people are, and listing the top 3 of professions that would help your business, especially during Member Extravaganza time. Because remember, guys, Member Extravaganza is still going until May 31st. So we want to focus on those top professions who, one, we pass the most business to, and two, who we receive the most business from. Because it goes back and forth, right? We want to have those people in our back pocket as our sales team in our chapter. That's the whole goal of finding different professions to bring into BNI, is so that way they can be a part of your sales and marketing team. Your BNI meeting, it's an extension of your business. It's not that you have to go, it's you get to go to BNI, and it's an extension of your business, your marketing plan. So you want to have the best people in the room that are going to help maximize your time in BNI. So using this Contact Sphere Planning Worksheet will give you a guide so that we can educate other members of who those top people who you're looking to connect with are. Because it's not about just hunting for individual referrals in BNI. It's about cultivating relationships and really gaining those referral sources that are going to pass you ongoing business, because, again, they have the same target market, but they don't overlap with you when it comes to their profession. So the more you educate your fellow members of who those professions are for you. Hey, even if you have someone in those professions in your chapter already, if a fellow member knows an additional contact that they can send your way, hey, they wouldn't have known that if you didn't share that with them. So, another great thing to share information on. Now, the next sheet is about the previous 10 customers worksheets. Now, when you're filling out the previous 10 customers worksheet, you do not need to use specific customer client names. But what you want to do is describe what that customer looks like. What is their demographic? Why are they going to be amazing clients for you? And as you're describing what you did for them, and if the ideal client, if it is an ideal client, describe why it's an ideal client. Because again, through one-to-ones, we're educating each other more about our business, so that way when we're in conversations with customers, clients, coworkers, anyone, if certain keywords and phrases pop up in conversation, we're going to automatically think of you to pass the business to. But if we're not using strategies like these planning documents, really educating each other on a deeper level, we may miss out on opportunities through conversations because we just weren't educated about certain things to look for or watch out for. So make sure that we're educating our fellow members on all of the different levels of pieces within our business, and describing your previous 10 customers is going to be a perfect way to describe different scenarios and even different products and services that you offer different people and how it helped their situation. So we want to describe it as much as possible. Now, as you're talking about the best referrals for you, I always recommend to make sure that you're also filling each other in on what is not a good referral. Occasionally, I do get questions from different members saying, hey, I've been receiving referrals, but lately I've been receiving referrals that aren't great fits for me. This is a perfect opportunity to, one, communicate with your fellow members what is a bad referral and why it's not in your wheelhouse. But two, again, we want to make sure that we're just constantly educating on all the different aspects of our businesses. So whether it's good referrals, not so good referrals, we want to educate on it all. And so utilizing these worksheets will really help jog your memory of exactly all of the different people that you've been in contact with. And as you're describing all of the scenarios, because there's an option to put at least 10 on the sheet, but you can fill out more if you'd like. But as you're filling these out, these also, guys, help with creating weekly presentations as well. And you can even include this information in your upcoming feature presentation with talking about 3 of your top 10 customers, so that way we're describing scenarios, we're painting a picture in each other's mind of that ideal referral to send their way. And again, we're going based off the education. When you're in one-to-ones, guys, the biggest no-no in a one-to-one is selling to each other. Please, please, please do not use a one-to-one to sell to each other. And if you're meeting members from other chapters and you're visiting other chapters and you're setting up one-to-ones, go with the intention of educating, not selling. A lot of times with being in a sales atmosphere and we're trying to get business, we're building our business, and sometimes our mind just focuses on sell because you want to get the business. But in BNI, you don't want to go in with that sales mentality because you'll turn people off really fast, really fast. So make sure you go with the intention of education, because again, just like those weekly presentations that we do every week, when we're giving those 30 or even sometimes 20 seconds to 30-second presentations, depending on how big your chapter is, when we're giving those presentations, we're not selling to everyone in the room, guys. We're selling through everyone in the room. Because as you build relationships, business is going to happen organically between the members in the chapter. So you don't have to sell to the people in the room. We want to come in with as much education as possible, so that way when the members leave that room every single week, they know one more additional thing about you and your business that they didn't know prior to walking in that room. because you are the specialist in your profession. Like, I was a massage therapist. I wouldn't know anything about mortgages, right? So like, I would know basics, but I'm not the specialist in that field. So I would want to rely on the member who is a specialist to educate me more and more about how I can refer them business, because I'm not going to sell mortgages, right? So you want to make sure that we're educating all about us, so that way the members in your chapter have a better understanding about you, your business, and how they can refer you better. So utilize these one-to-one planning documents, and it will definitely help create more success for you in BNI, because you're being more strategic for your one-to-ones and the conversations that you're having in one-to-ones. That is the most important piece. You want to maximize on your time. We're all busy business professionals, and if we waste our time talking about random things and there's not a clear agenda for the one-to-one, then you're going to feel like, oh, well, one-to-ones are pointless. Well, and they're not pointless. It's all about building relationships. You want to make sure that you're having at least one-to-one per week. The more the merrier. You can have them in person, over the Zoom, but you want to make sure to get everything scheduled out, set those up. That's one of the easiest things in BNI, is to make sure that you're consistently building relationships through those one-to-ones. So I encourage you guys, make sure to check out these planning documents so that way you can use them on your next one-to-one. Even better if you fill them out, and then before you go to your next one-to-one, send them over to your fellow members so that way they have all the information about you before that one-to-one even starts. If you guys have any questions about that, let me know. Again, remember, we're still high on member extravaganza. Applications dated between April 1st and May 31st count, and I'll be pulling the drawing winners for our cash raffles and the grand prize to Sydney, Australia in June. So, all right, guys, if you have any questions, let me know, and make sure to go log 1 Chapter Educationer for watching. And again, I will post the YouTube link on this page, so that way everyone can connect with the YouTube page, because all of the old Wisdom Wednesday videos since 2018 are now on that page, and they are not on this one. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will see you all next week. Have a great day.